Her drink of choice?
I found lots of love for sparkling water and lime.
Pairs well with the bubbliness she says she's gotten back.
Sometimes I order it in a wine glass so that I feel like I can still sit at the big kid table.
Now that she's 6 months sober.
I have my life back. Cozy likes water too.
Danielle Smith is a writer, a speaker, a mother, and she knows now, an alcoholic.
In my 30s, I could go out to dinner and have a glass or two of wine on a Saturday night and it wasn't a problem. I could pour myself a glass of wine on a Thursday night while I was making dinner and not even finish it. Then I hit my early 40s and there were some traumatic events that happened in my life and I found myself doing this. Oh my gosh, I just need a glass of wine to deal with it. I was a blackout drinker. It wasn't that I couldn't go a day or two without drinking, but I was more of a once I start drinking, I don't stop.
She started pouring wine into a coffee cup, back-timing drinks so she'd be okay to drive her kids, shopping at different grocery stores.
I didn't want them to recognize that I'd been in there not too long before, and occasionally you get the, oh my gosh, are you having a party? And you're like, yes, huge party. But it's really just for you.
Still, she couldn't see the problem.
There is a big fear saying I need to stop doing something that we as a society celebrate as a form of self-care. In my head, the alcoholic is the person who wakes up in the morning and has to drink. The alcoholic is the person who has multiple DUIs. The alcoholic is the person who has all of these scary consequences. They've lost their home, and they're not. A lot of them are like me.
She told herself a lot of things that might sound familiar to you. You deserve this. You're more fun this way. One more won't hurt.
It's been a long day.
Come on, it's girls' night. But these messages to ourselves and from the companies trying to sell us alcohol have consequences too.
We've seen an increase in products that are available that make light of a parent or specifically a mother's consumption of alcohol. We wonder if it's time to reevaluate if this might be normalizing a behavior, alcohol use.
Stacy Zellen with the National Council on Alcoholism and Drug Abuse.
We spend so much time and money as a culture on wellness and yoga and diet, but then at the end of the week, somebody might drink a full bottle of wine.
And that bottle of wine is harder on a woman than a man. Research shows alcohol concentrates at higher levels in our blood. We get drunk faster. Our risks of heart and liver disease, even memory loss and brain shrinkage are higher.
If you're getting through your day, that doesn't necessarily mean that you don't have a problem with alcohol use.
The NCAA encourages you to ask yourself, are you setting boundaries, drink limits, and then breaking them? Work, relationships, home life, are they being impacted? Are you drinking more because of bad things happening than good things? Are you ready for help? At 6 months sober, Danielle wrote her story on her blog.
I thought if there was one person who read it and found themselves or recognized themselves, it would be worth sharing the story.
There were hundreds.
Thank you for shining your bright light even brighter and much more sparkly than ever before. The right words at the right time. Because I am so proud. What an incredible milestone. We all have our own little or big addictions. Writing about it.
She says all of this isn't why she wrote it, though.
I needed to own that I hadn't lived up to who I'd wanted to be, but that now I'm taking the reins again and I'm holding the pen and I'm writing the rest of the story.
If you are concerned about your drinking habits or want to take a better look at them, we have a list of resources right now on KSDK.com. I'm Abby Larico, 5 on your side.